This is breaking news from Biafra Express News Network. Breaking news. Biafra independence countdown begins with Simon Ekpa Njoko, the PG Prime Minister, leading the historic mission of the Biafran state or the Biafran nation. Well, much is being anticipated in this news. I want to speak English that is bigger than me. But anyway, in today's headlines, here is what to expect. Support for Biafra Republic government in exile, which is BG. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, chief of staff of the BG, has released a groundbreaking press statement reaffirming the unwavering commitment of Biafra Minister Simon Ekpa and the BG to the restoration of the Biafra's independence. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is currently addressing critical issues in Finland as preparations for the 2024 DRIBC convention intensifies. Make your calendars between November 29 and December 3, 2024. The much anticipated declaration of the Biafra's independence will take place during this historic convention in Finland. Number 2, Biafra Liberation Force update. The Biafra resistance fighters, which is BRF, neutralized a terrorist station in Ekpa, Old Anambra State. 3 members of the Ebubago group were eliminated with their vehicles set ablaze in Ekpa, Dunukofia local government area. 7 others sustained injuries, including a man suspected to be President General of Ekpa. Number 3, exposing human rights violations in Nigeria. In Minna, Niger State, a motorcyclist was tragically shot dead by the Nigerian police, sparking outrage and raising serious questions about the law enforcement practices. Nigerian police are accused of shading a male officer, Sergeant Abraham Ozobo, charged with sexually abusing a 17-year-old girl while punishing the female whistleblower who exposed the crime. This one happened in Delta State. Key highlights: Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's unwavering leadership and global diplomacy. The BG's commitment to freedom, justice, and restoration of Biafra's sovereignty. The alarming human rights violations by the Nigerian authorities. Stay informed. This is a pivotal moment in Biafra's history, and we at the Okute Daily Talk TV are committed to bringing you the truth. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the fight for freedom, justice, and a sovereign state of Biafra. Here are the news in vocal. Listen, like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I'll be right back. We are going to dissect the remaining news at the comment section when we come back. So stay tuned.
And welcome to Biafra Express News, where we bring you the unfiltered truth about the ongoing struggle for justice, freedom, and dignity under the leadership of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and the Biafra Republic government in exile. Remarkable development. The Biafra Liberation Army's success in repelling a coordinated military and police operation by the Nigerian government. A captured Nigerian airman from Niger State now stands as a testament to the bravery and humanity of the Biafra Liberation Army. Earlier this week, the Nigerian government launched a large-scale joint operation involving the Nigerian Air Force, military units, and police, aimed at suppressing Biafra's growing liberation efforts. However, the Biafra Liberation Army stood its ground, not only thwarting the attack but also capturing a key operative, a member of the Nigerian Air Force.
Now, gentle the Yahoo, they talk to you. That gentle way that they look for. See, I'm here.
Then give you food. Now, the gentle the Yahoo give you food to eat now.
Now, the food, now the food of gentle killer. Jatokila carrying food to come give the Nigerian. Are you from where?
I am promising you.
He's from Niger State. So Niger State, this is the Nigerian Air Force that joined together with Nigerian government to come and fight Biafra Liberation Army.
We are only fighting for our freedom, Biafra. Our own nation, Biafra. We are not against anybody. We are only seeking for our freedom. And we can't fold our hands looking for our enemy to come and destroy us. No, it can never happen. That is why we are picking up arms. And that is why we are facing.
Despite the airmen being part of an aggressive mission against Biafran territories, the Biafra Liberation Army treated him with dignity and compassion. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, in a statement on his official X handle, highlighted this act of humanity, contrasting it with the corruption and brutality of the Nigerian regime. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa shared, "The captured operative who hails from Niger State was provided with food, water, and humane treatment. Even in this struggle, the Biafra Liberation Army upholds the principles of justice and humanity." This video has sparked widespread debate online, with many praising the Biafra Liberation Army for demonstrating ethical standards in a situation where others might have acted with vengeance. This joint military operation is just the latest in a series of desperate attempts by the Nigerian regime to suppress the growing momentum of the Biafran movement. According to sources, the operation was heavily backed by corrupt officials who sought to maintain power through fear and intimidation. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has consistently condemned these oppressive tactics, stating that the Nigerian government is not only failing its people, but actively working against their future. He asserts, Nigeria's Islamization agenda and systemic corruption are driving the country into deeper instability. But Biafra will not be silenced. We are building a future based on freedom, fairness, and progress.
Anything like copyright in this video, I have no right to it. So YouTube, take note. I have no right to anything that look like copyright in this video. This is passing the news of the Biafrans to the general public, where the Biafra Express newsroom cannot get Okuta Daily Talk news, Okuta Daily Talk TV. We get to that. So that is why we are sharing. This one is exchanging of informations, sharing the news on different platforms for our people to get hold of what is being, what is happening in the Biafran struggle.
The treatment of the captured airman stands as a stark reminder of the principles upheld by the Biafra Liberation Army. While Nigerian forces have repeatedly been accused of committing atrocities, Biafran forces have consistently shown restraint and humanity, even toward adversaries. Let's take another look at the footage where the airman is seen enjoying a meal, which includes a generous portion of meat and bottled water. This act of kindness is already being called a defining moment in the struggle, showcasing the moral integrity of the Biafra Liberation Army. Despite facing an oppressive regime, they remain committed to their values. In addition to their military successes, the Biafra Republic government in exile is making strides on the global stage. A key diplomatic milestone came this week as U.S. President Donald Trump announced the nomination of Congressman Matt Gaetz as Attorney General of the United States. This development is significant for Biafra, as Congressman Gaetz has previously met with the finance minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Ogachukwu Nkera. During their meeting, Congressman Gaetz received a detailed briefing on the Biafran struggle and the moral and strategic goals of the government in exile. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa praised this diplomatic breakthrough, saying, "With allies like Congressman Gaetz, Biafra is building a network of global support. Our cause is not just for Biafrans, it is a call for justice that resonates worldwide. As Biafra stands at the crossroads of liberation and oppression, the world must take notice." The leadership of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and the resilience of the Biafra Liberation Army continue to inspire hope for millions. Tonight we leave you with a powerful message. Biafra is not just fighting to survive, it is fighting to lead by example. From acts of compassion to diplomatic victories, the Biafran struggle is redefining what it means to seek freedom in the modern era. Thank you for watching Biafra Express News. Remember, the struggle for justice continues, and every voice matters. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to join this movement.
Express Cross. Let's get right into the third segment of today's breaking news. The defense headquarters of the Biafra Liberation Force has just released a critical update on an operation conducted by the Biafra Resistance Fighters, BRF. According to the statement, the BRF successfully engaged and neutralized a terrorist station in Ukpo, Old Anambra State. 3 members of the Ebube Agu were eliminated during the operation, and their vehicle was set ablaze in Ukepo, Dunukofia local government area. It was further revealed that 7 others sustained injuries in the confrontation. Among them was a man suspected to be the President General of Ukapo, who narrowly escaped but suffered gunshot wounds. The BLF has reiterated its resolve to maintain security and protect the Biafran people. In international news, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has reaffirmed his controversial plans to declare a national emergency on his first day in office. Trump confirmed via social media that he intends to launch the largest deportation program in American history. He stated, and I quote, "On day 1, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history to get the criminals out." Trump also plans to close the borders, expand domestic drilling operations, and reverse several Biden administration policies. Finally, in a deeply disturbing story out of Pakistan, Zara Bibi, a woman 7 months pregnant, has been brutally murdered and dismembered by her mother-in-law, Sugran Bibi. Police say the attack was motivated by accusations of witchcraft. Zara's mother-in-law, along with 3 other family members, carried out the horrific act, smothering her in her sleep before burning her face and cutting her body into pieces. The remains were dumped in a drain. Sugran confessed to the crime, claiming Zara had used witchcraft to manipulate her son. Police have arrested all involved, and calls for justice are growing louder by the hour. That's it for now on Biafra Express Cross. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates on these breaking stories.
Of staff of the Biafra government in exile, BRGIE, has released a pivotal press statement today, November 19th, 2024. The Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, reassures all Biafrans and allies of the unwavering commitment of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and the BRGIE to the restoration of Biafra's independence. Dr. Orabueze confirmed that PM Simon Ekpa is currently in Finland, addressing crucial issues stemming from winter 2023. The statement emphasizes that this engagement is separate from the upcoming DRIBC 2024 convention, where the much-anticipated declaration of Biafra's independence is set to take place between November 29th and December 3rd, 2024, in Finland. The government remains focused on its agenda of delegitimizing Nigeria's oppressive influence within Biafra territories. As preparations for the Finland Convention intensify, the BRGIE calls on all stakeholders and supporters to double their efforts and disregard any misinformation aimed at derailing this historic mission. The Chief of Staff also reiterated the importance of unity and vigilance among Biafrans as the countdown to this landmark event continues. Stay tuned to Biafra Express for more updates on the activities and milestones of the BRGIE under the exceptional leadership of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Together, the path to a free and sovereign Biafra remains unstoppable.
Welcome to Biafra Express TV News, the voice of truth, freedom, and the unwavering fight for the independence of Biafra. Unlike the oppressive Nigerian state, we are a platform dedicated to exposing the lies, corruption, and abuses of Nigeria, while supporting the rightful government of the Biafra Republic in exile, led by Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Tonight, we shed light on the latest atrocities committed by the Nigerian military and police. Actions that further reveal the rotten tyranny in the so-called Federal Republic of Nigeria.
As you are watching, make sure you are sharing this video. Let it go much viral. I repeat, as you are watching, make sure you are sharing this video. Let it go viral. YouTube, I have no right to the copyright of whatever music or background sound that have been played in this video. So please take note.
Our top story, A Nigerian Army Major General, accompanied by soldiers, has been caught on camera brutally assaulting a couple in broad daylight. Their crime? Overtaking the soldier's vehicle. This shocking abuse of power is a clear reflection of the Nigerian Army's disdain for the very civilians they claim to protect. In disturbing footage obtained by Biafra Express, the soldiers are seen mercilessly beating the young man who appears defenseless while his female partner is attacked for recording the ordeal. The couple's cries for mercy fell on deaf ears as the soldiers unleashed their fury in a public setting, displaying an utter lack of humanity and discipline. This is not an isolated incident. It is part of a pattern of brutality that defines the Nigerian military, a force notorious for its systemic oppression of innocent civilians. Just months ago, Nigerian soldiers publicly tortured a man for wearing camouflage clothing, a case that drew widespread condemnation. These repeated abuses expose the moral decay within Nigeria's institutions, where impunity reigns and human rights are trampled underfoot. In another tragic development, a motorcyclist in Minna, Niger State, was shot dead by a Nigerian police officer. This murder occurred when security forces fired live rounds to disperse a crowd of youths. Instead of ensuring public safety, the police once again turned their weapons against the people, further solidifying their reputation as agents of chaos and oppression. Despite claims by the Niger State Police Command that investigations are underway, history shows us that such probes are mere cover-ups designed to protect perpetrators. Nigerians have long suffered under a corrupt and unaccountable police force, leaving no hope for justice. But perhaps the most shocking story comes from within the ranks of the Nigerian police themselves. A sergeant accused of sexually abusing a 17-year-old girl remains shielded by his superiors, while a brave female officer who exposed the crime faces punishment. This grotesque prioritization of protecting criminals over delivering justice epitomizes the Nigerian state's failure as a nation.
What I no go do? Now you want put me for trouble. Now you want put me for trouble. Oh yeah, talk.
I say what just put then I go.
He don't put him. He don't put him.
He don't put on.
He put him.
Yes.
He enter where?
No. I can't push him. He can't open the door.
He will.
At Biafra Express TV, we stand in solidarity with the oppressed, not the oppressors. The Nigerian state's corruption, brutality, and disregard for human rights are precisely why the people of Biafra have chosen a different path. A path of freedom, self-determination, and governance under the leadership of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and the Biafra Republic government in exile. The time has come for the world to see Nigeria for what it truly is, a failed state built on lies, violence, and repression. The international community must recognize the legitimacy of the Biafra Republic government in exile and hold Nigeria accountable for its endless human rights abuses. At Biafra Express TV, we will continue to expose these injustices and amplify the call for a free and sovereign Biafra. Together, we will overcome this oppression and reclaim our destiny. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am Elizabeth Mary. Stay strong, stay informed, and remember, freedom is not given, it is taken.
You hear it all. Freedom is not given, freedom is taken. So for those of you who are still waiting for Nigerian people to give you freedom, who are say if you want, then they come to round table. No, freedom is not given because nobody will agree to give you freedom. The people who are oppressing you, who are using your mineral resources to empower their pocket, enrich themselves and their entire generation, will never give you the freedom. Rather, you need to take it by force. As the presidency was not given to Tinubu snap it, grab it, and he ran with it. So what are we still waiting? Or what are we still talking about? Anybody coming to tell you that you need to wait for them to give you freedom and that person has never started? Or anybody who tell you that you need to come back to Nigeria before you can be able to agitate for your freedom never understand that that's what you called government in exile. It's being formed in exile and made to manifest and the homeland when the time is right. Here are the little comment at Priska Uzo or also said, may God Almighty make it a reality. Isaac Eze said, I love your station. Maziti Debele Alua, all must hail Biafra. And according to Kletusu Onwoka, God bless our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his disciple, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, in God we trust. All must hail Biafra. Emmanuel Oluso Oji said, good news to the Biafran family. We are making strength and we are moving forward. No any, what would I call it? No any weapon formed against us shall ever manifest, because we are being covered by the blood of Almighty. So my good people, now hear me go take bar breaky. Now hear me also go take arrest my case. Make on keep on making sure that this video it gets as many shares as possible. Oya now my wonderful people. Kemesiano.